Hi, my name is Anya and I'm an actress. I want to do a piece of monologue for you from Tennessee Williams' play, which is called Suddenly Last Summer. Monologue of Catherine. At the Mardi's grass ball, some boy that took me to it got too drunk to stand up. I wanted to go home. My coat was in the cloakroom. They couldn't find the check for it in his pocket, and then I said, "Oh hell, just let it go." And I started out for a taxi when somebody took my arm and said, "I'll drive you home." He took off his coat as we left the hotel and put it over my shoulders, and then I looked at him. I don't think I'd ever seen him before then, really. And he took me home in his car, but took me another place first. We stopped at the Dueling Oaks at the end of Esplanade Street, stopped, and I asked him, "What for?" He didn't answer, just struck a match in a car, to lit a cigarette in a car, and I looked at him in a car and I knew. What for? I think that I got out of the car before he got out of the car, and we walked through the wet grass to the great misty oaks as if somebody was calling us for help there. And then I lost him. He took me home and said an awful thing to me. "We'd better forget it," he said. "My wife is expecting a child and..." I just entered the house and I sat there thinking a little. And then suddenly I called a taxi and went right back to the Roosevelt Hotel ballroom. I thought I'd gone back to pick up my borrowed coat, but it wasn't what I'd gone back for, no. I didn't stop at the cloakroom to pick up Anne's valet, old Ming stole. I went right into the ballroom and I spotted him on the floor, and I ran up to him and beat him as hard as I could in his face and chest with my feet till my cousin Sebastian took me away. And next morning I started to write my diaries in third-person singular, such as, "She is still living today," meaning I was.